we're facing a calamity right now with the American economy, a potential calamity. And we've avoided the pandemic's immediate negative consequences. As you know, we had a positive fund balance on June 30th in the state budget. That's very significant. It is attributable simply to the first congressional fiscal stimulus, where they stepped in front of the pandemic and said to small businesses all around the country, but also in Maryland, we are going to give you money to pay your employees. And it will be a grant if it goes to your employees. It won't be a loan. And so that proved to be enormously successful because we thought the employees were going to be laid off and have to file for unemployment. Instead, they maintained their salaries and their wages. And we took income withholding from that, comes automatically. So that's where the $585.5 million comes from. It's one-time money. It's not going to reoccur down the road. So I'm suggesting let's take that money and use it to stop the bleeding of many, many thousands of small businesses in Maryland that are going out of existence as we speak. The question is, number one, will the Congress do a new fiscal stimulus plan? They absolutely have to do that, and it has to include aid to the states as well as to small businesses. But it has to be significant, it has to be big, and it has to happen quickly. If they don't do it, they're risking a real, unfortunately, a really negative situation where I think it will destabilize the stock market, and you'll end up with a real economic mess on our hands nationally. So hopefully the Congress gets its act together and does that. I also think Maryland needs to get its act together and do its own version of a small business relief plan. Here is $585.5 million that is essentially one-time only found money. It's not like a surplus or something, and it's already been allocated. It's just money that was there because of what the feds did. Let's take it. Let's use our county economic development people. Let's get it in the pockets of small businesses and see if we can't save several thousand that otherwise would permanently shutter.